Hello everyone, Duncan Lindsay here with you, bringing you another Koss headset review. Now, this particular headset is very unique. First of all, let me explain to you how I'm doing this recording. I've got a phone here in selfie mode, and then I've got another phone here recording the actual Bluetooth signal from the mic, and I'll get to that in just a minute. Recently, if you've watched my channel, you've seen uh, the Koss Pro video review. That thing is awesome. Awesome mic from Koss. Koss makes a ton of really high-end headsets and headphones. I actually have another pair of Koss headphones here. They're just this is luxurious right here. So it's no surprise that I messaged the people from Koss and I said, "Hey, you make a great headset with a boom mic. You also make great Bluetooth headsets without the boom mic. Do you make a Bluetooth headset with a boom mic?" And of course they do. And that's what we're looking at today. This is the CS340BT QZ wireless headset. Now, this is a communications headset. Okay? If the letters are backwards, forgive me. Uh, Let me tell you about this headset. Two things that you want to know about. Active noise cancellation. We'll talk about that in a minute. And a noise canceling microphone. Okay. The audio that you're listening to right now is being recorded using this microphone. This is a noise canceling microphone. It is it's not going to be like the Pro microphone that just lets everything in, all the frequencies. This is a communications headset, so what it's intended to do is to have clear, like the mid-range frequencies of the sound come through, the vocal frequencies of the sound come through during a phone call or a remote meeting, video meeting, or any kind of communication setting like that. All right. I also want to talk about the active noise canceling. Now, you may ask, what is noise canceling? Well, that's obvious. It's their headphones do two things. Okay. Well, they do three things if you're listening to audio in the headphones. First, that you listen to things through the headphones. That's why you wear headphones, so you can hear things. Some headphones are, people call it open back, or they're non-noise canceling. So when you put those headphones on, you can still hear the environment around you. Okay. So yes, you can hear the signal coming in the headphones. You can hear the music or the sounds that you want to hear, but you can also hear what's going on around you. Noise canceling headphones, what they do is they cancel out all of the external noise so that you can focus on what you want to hear in the headphones, the music or the content or the signal, the audio signal. Active noise canceling headphones do this by electronic means rather than just having some sort of soundproof cup over your ear. It actually does it using electronics. How it works, I can't really tell you, but I do know it works. The good thing about this headset is that you can switch the active noise cancellation on and off depending on your needs. Now, I've been testing these headphones for almost a week, and I've been carrying them with me every day. You know, I'm doing this number here. And look, I got on workout clothes, by the way. I just realized that, but I'm not going to stop recording because I got on workout clothes. Let me just show you. This is how I roll right here wearing these headsets. So you can walk around. You can be that guy. You can be that guy with a Bluetooth headset. Um, so when you wear this headset, you can do a lot of things with it. Of course, you can make your phone calls with it. I'm recording a video with it now. You can do all your meeting stuff with it. You can listen two things with it. Listen to podcasts, listen to your songs, your music. When you're driving, this is where these things shine. So I'm driving down the road, and I'm in my F-150, and I didn't realize how noisy the F-150 is. And I mean, I don't have a decked out F-150 with leather and all that stuff. It's got a basic F-150. And I didn't realize how much road noise and wind noise you hear inside the vehicle when you're driving. When I put these on, it all goes away. And I was listening to a podcast coming back. It was Saturday night. I was coming back from a wedding, and it was eerily quiet. Like I was going down the highway, and all I could hear was the content. And what was happening in front of me was silent going down the road. And I noticed that, and sometimes I've driven for a few minutes, just commuting to work or whatever, and I won't have anything on, and I'll just have the headphones on, and I'll have the active noise cancellation on, and it's so quiet. And I think that makes you less fatigued when you go throughout your day. Now, I haven't gone all day in complete silence. I don't think I could make it. But, I think sometimes just noise in general contributes to your daily fatigue. So maybe you have more energy if you're not subjected to so much external noise. I do know that when I'm listening to something on my headset, that it sounds a whole lot better with all that noise canceled out. You can make your own determination on how this microphone sounds. Let's talk about the microphone again. The good thing about a boom microphone, of course, is the microphone is in a closer proximity to your mouth. All right. A lot of Bluetooth headsets or the earbuds, a lot of people walking around with Bluetooth earbuds and that kind of thing. They'll have the microphone, built in back here or something like that. And it works. Yes, you can make calls on it and all that. So that's one thing about a boom microphone is it positions the microphone close to the sound source, and you get a better signal, a higher fidelity signal. It sounds better. So let's talk about the ergonomics of this headset. Now I'm going to take it off right now. You may not be able to hear me as well because the microphone may change positions. This headset is made of, if it's not leather, it feels just like leather. I mean, this is super comfortable. The cushioning is what you would expect from a Koss headset. Koss makes extremely comfortable headphones. Everything I've put on my ears that come from Koss, they feel great, and this is no exception. And you can see this moves on multiple axes. It moves in this direction, and then of course it swivels this way, so you get a really comfortable fit. You've got a nice cushioned headband up here. It's also made of that same material, leather. If it's not leather, it is exactly like leather. I'll say that much. The construction is made, this is steel right here. I can feel it, it's metal. So it's going to last a long time. Let me talk about the connections. On the bottom here, you can see you have a 3.5 millimeter audio jack. All right. So you can plug this in if let's say your battery's dead. I'll talk about battery life in a minute. But let's say your battery's dead and you still want to listen to this. There's a wire I'll show you that comes with a cable. Plugs into there. You can use it as just a regular set of headphones. It's got a, let's see if I can, swivel that up so I can hear myself. This is the charging port here. It's a USB-C charging port, which all the modern devices are coming with that. It also comes equipped with a USB-A to USB-C charging cable, so you can plug it into your desktop or any standard USB-A charging brick or anything like that. Will charge it right away. You can see it's got a blue indicator light. That means it's connected to Bluetooth. And here are your controls. The center button will stop the recording, or it will answer a phone call. These are up and down buttons. They'll either turn the volume up and down on your headphones, or they will advance
your to the next the advanced do the what am I trying to say? Or they will advance your music track back and forth. So that's about it for this. It's also got a where's the other one? Right here. Let's see if I can get the mic over here. This now, this is the one of the greatest features of this headset. This is the active noise cancellation toggle. So you can turn the active noise cancellation on and off. And you'll know the difference immediately. If you are in a store, if you're somewhere that sells these, put these on and just test the active noise cancellation. I mean, it's something else. And of course the boom mic swivels, so you can wear it as just headphones, or you can.
Okay, I just actually am doing an edit here because a while ago I was just going over the features of the headset. I was going over the controls that are positioned here on the back of the earphones. And I noticed one very important thing happened that I haven't discussed, and that is what we call off-axis rejection of the microphone. So as you can see, this is a very directional microphone, and I'm about to prove that to you. And I just did it when I was playing it back and I was watching or listening to how the microphones sound as I took the headset off and was moving it around. I noticed that you could just about not hear me at all. So I'm going to do this again, but I'm going to do it in a more controlled way. And I want to show you the off-axis rejection of this microphone. So you may not even be able to hear me after I do this, but that'll prove my whole point. So just watch what happens here. Okay, so now I'm still going to be on axis. I'm still on axis on the microphone. The microphone is facing my mouth. I'm going to turn the microphone around. I'm now speaking into the back of the microphone. I'm now speaking into the side of the microphone. And now I'm speaking back into the front of the microphone. I hope this is a good demonstration of the off-axis rejection of the microphone. Of course, it's intended to be worn like this, which means the microphone is always on axis at your mouth. That's another great thing. I always say this about a headset is that the microphone is always where it's supposed to be, even if you're not. So you can move your head around and you can do whatever you want to do, but you're always on axis. And I was just listening to this audio, at the first recording here, and yes, I could do a podcast with this microphone. In fact, I may record a couple of episodes for some podcasts that I like to do, and just solo podcast. And it sounds fine. It sounds fine. A lot of people will record a podcast and then spend hours editing down the audio to make it sound like this mic sounds out of the box. So I'm definitely going to try to do some podcasts with this as well. So let's get back to the review. Wear it out like this. Okay, so let's talk about what comes with it. You're going to get some documentation with it, and it has, the controls and all that stuff, what I just went over there, what the LED lights means. The LED may flash blue or red or different colors depending on what's going on, if it's pairing or if you're turning it on and off and that kind of thing. Charging, this thing charges full capacity in 3 hours. And according to the box here, you're going to get, with active noise cancellation, you'll get 22 hours with, using Bluetooth with active noise cancellation. If you have the active noise cancellation turned off, you'll get up to 30 hours of usage out of this. That's plenty because it only takes 3 hours to charge it. And let's see what else we have here. Let's talk about the cables again. You get two cables with it. I just talked about them, but let's let you see them anyway. USB-C to USB-A. All right, that's how you're going to charge it. It does not come with the charging brick. So if you've got an old phone charger or something sitting around, or everybody's got charging bricks in abundance. I mean, if you got anything in your car, the cigarette lighter charger, 12-volt charger, plug this into a computer, it'll charge it. This is the audio cable, okay? As you can see, let me see if I can get my hand behind that. Yeah, that is a stereo audio cable. It does not have the four poles, so you're only going to get audio for the headphones when you plug it in with this cable. You're not going to get the full headset feature. You're not going to get the microphone. So you won't be able to use the microphone when you have it plugged in, but you can still use the headphones to listen. A lot of times if you're going to listen to, let's say you're going to listen to a 45-minute long podcast and you don't want to waste your battery, plug this in. Save your battery. And then just use the battery for the noise cancellation and your microphone usage. That's a great way to do it. So let's talk about who this would be for. What the use case? What's the best use case for this headset? If I drove for a living, if I drove, let's say a truck driver, if I was a truck driver and I was on the road all day, this is perfect. It cancels out all that road noise and it also lets you make very good sounding phone calls. I've called my wife testing it out. She said I sound great when I'm talking to her using this headset. You can listen to stuff while you're driving. It sounds a whole lot better, and you can listen at a lower volume. I also have noticed that the volume level does not go up to the point where it hurts your ears. I think that's a safety feature in this to prevent you from damaging your hearing. If I traveled in sales, if I will spend a lot of time in my car or in my vehicle in general, I'm going to have this. If I work remote, this is a great option. You can pair this. I've paired this with a Windows 10 desktop. I've paired this with an iPhone. I've paired it with an Android phone. You can use this hands-free. You don't have any wires or cords or anything like that getting in your way. If you want to move around while you're talking, you can do that. You have that freedom because it's Bluetooth. So if you drive for a living, if you're in your car, if you travel a lot, if you are a remote worker, if you spend a lot of time in a cubicle, if you spend a lot of time in an office and you need to do things where you're doing conference calls or the uh, the remote meetings. That's what I'm trying to say. Remote meetings is a hard thing for me to remember. Zoom, Google Meet, WebEx, all that stuff. If you're doing any kind of remote meetings, this is perfect for whatever environment. If you're in an office environment, you're going to have noise around you. If you have other employees around you in their cubicles or what have you, you're going to have that noise. This will cancel all that out. Okay, you'll be able to hear what you're supposed to hear and not have to get people to repeat themselves. Now let's talk about the price. The Koss CS340BT QZ can be had for $149.99. I think that's a great value for what you're getting. The electronics that are packed in these things is amazing. You should go to Koss.com and you should check this out. A lot of their headsets have been redesigned. If you've seen some of my Koss reviews, they've got new models out now that I haven't even seen myself. They've revamped a lot of the lineup, and this is like the flagship. I mean, this thing is amazing. And you can see it's not Mr. Low Profile, consumer grade cutesy type thing. This is made for somebody that's serious about communications. If you are a professional, if you're a professional driver, you still need to have good communications. I keep going back to the truck driver. If you're a truck driver and you're on the road and you need to talk to your dispatcher, for example, you need to have a good signal with that dispatcher. You need to be able to do it hands free, and you need to be able to do it where you get your information across in the most efficient way possible. Same thing if you're in sales or anything. If you travel and you're in an environment, because let's face it, not all of us can be in a studio environment. I'm not in a studio environment right now. I don't have a studio environment. Uh, So you have to make do. You have to get the microphone to adapt to your environment rather than getting the environment to adapt to your microphone. And I think a lot of people make that mistake. They spend all this money trying to adapt their environment to a particular microphone when you can just get the right microphone for the environment you're in. This might be it if it's something that you're looking for in a communications headset. It's the Bluetooth capability is a very good feature to have with this boom mic and with this noise canceling headset. These are three features: boom mic, noise canceling headset, and Bluetooth that you're really not going to find on many other models of a headset. So if you're somebody that's serious about, your communications, you might want to look at getting something like this. Go to Koss.com and check it out. I highly recommend it. I've been using it now for a week, and it hasn't let me down. The battery has lasted me, which I haven't actually timed it out. I just used it in everyday casual use, and I went a good 2 to 3 days before I had to charge the battery. And I made phone calls on it. I walked around with it on my neck, looking cool. Listened to podcasts on it, and it didn't let me down. Hey, if you like this review, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you like this channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We've got more reviews coming, and I hope this one helped you out a lot. I'm going to put an affiliate link in the description of this for Amazon. If you make this purchase on Amazon, you will support the channel. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you guys on the next one.